what happens when people accumulate money, or what happens if you get a bonus, or if you
Right.
sell your business. One of our advisors hit a scratch-off lottery ticket for a substantial amount of money. Like, they're taking it, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, we can get creative, potentially. Yeah, I was joking with him. I go, why wasn't I the first call? He's like, because you would have told me how to spend it. Had you won the lottery, and let's just pick a number. Let's just say you won $10 million.
Okay, that's a.
What do you do with it?
You can make it to a check online deposit to a bank
With our company.
Well, yeah,
Up to
okay.
$1 million. All right. Take us off, Chelsea.
No, we're here today because we never know what we're talking about in these sessions typically until we sit down and kind of have like a 5-minute power sesh, but or brainstorm sesh. But looks like today someone came to you with some pretty fun news, or was this last night?
Last night.
Did he call you?
Yeah, late last night. So in the middle of pickleball,
Okay.
get a call. I think I actually got a call here, but then I got called back whenever I was kind of on the court trying to get like confirmation that it was real. But one of our advisors hit a scratch-off lottery ticket for a substantial amount of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So pretty cool.
Insane.
And he's like, what do I do?
Oh,
I'm like, dude, it's our job.
You're the first call. Yeah, I love it.
I was the second call.
Oh, okay,
I think
okay.
Jerry was the first call.
Oh, really?
And he was on
Oh.
like Starlink up in the Appalachians.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I was the second call, and yeah, just kind of going through like, okay, tell me what the options are. Like, how does it work?
How did he know he won? So you get the ticket and then you go online, or how?
No, I think you scratch it, and it's
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, you
And it just says it right there.
Yeah, and it's like you win.
And you call a number, or what do you do?
No, I think it tells you the rules. It's like a scratch off ticket. So,
I have no idea.
Yeah, so he scratched it, and it said you win $5,000 a week, or no, what is it? $500 a week for life, right? Because that's like 25 grand
Okay.
a year. Okay, so that's what it was, $500 a week for life. So I go, well, what does that mean? Like, you guys are young. Is that your life? Is that somebody's life? So he goes, it looks like it's 25 years. So I go, that makes sense. They've got to peg some random person's life and put an expectancy on it.
Mm-hmm.
So then you do that math. So now it's like, whatever, 500 times 52 times 25 is a big number.
Mm-hmm.
What is that, like 600 some $1,000?
So you said 5, yeah.
Some,
5 or 6.
but a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's, okay, do I take that? Do I take the...
So they give you a couple options, obviously.
Yeah, so you can take it either in...
Increments,
Yeah,
or
you
the
could
lump
take the
sum.
like $500 a week, which some people probably do.
Yeah.
You can take a yearly number and just, hey, we're going to send you one check every year just so you're not getting like mailed $500.
Oh, I like that.
Or you can take the present value of that. So then it ended up being like, I think 380,000 something is kind of what that number is. So then we talked through it like, okay, what makes the most sense? Where can the money go? How does this play out into your world? What do you need it for?
Right.
Like getting married, buying a house, that money in today's dollars makes a big difference.
Sure.
Then the tax implication
Mm-hmm.
on the money. And he's like, well, they withhold a big chunk. And
Automatically?
yeah. So
You have no choice.
You have no choice.
Oh, on the lump sum or on all of it?
I don't know. I know on the lump sum.
I have no idea. Okay.
So,
yeah.
So I think they assume like a 24% tax.
Wow.
So one, probably like kind of underestimating based on that amount of money if you're taking it in a year. But two, the just they're taking it, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, we can get creative potentially. Have you gambled before, or have you ever played the lottery before?
How often are you scratching?
Yeah,
these
how
tickets?
often are you
Yeah.
scratching?
Yeah, I love it.
Have you scratched to the tune of
Yeah.
$380,000 this year?
Ah,
And things that were never really brought up. So it's been an interesting like end of night and morning. I have to get the follow up. I think they went to the lottery today and processed it and did all of the stuff.
oh my gosh, it's happening.
Yeah, like
Oh,
it's
that's so
Yeah,
cool.
like it's real. But it brought up kind of today's concept of like not
Buy
the
scratch offs, everybody.
Yeah, right. Like not
that's the joke.
not hitting the lottery, the scratch off, or like finding the proverbial gold mine. But what happens when people accumulate money, or what happens if you get a bonus, or if you
Right.
sell your business? Because in a lot of our clients' cases, that is their lottery ticket
Mhm.
is they sell their business for a substantial amount of money. And a lot of these decisions go into like how to take the money.
Yeah.
Do I take a lump sum up front? Do I stay on and get paid out over time? Do I buy something else? Do I have anything to write off the losses? And these are
Yeah.
things that we deal with clients on a regular basis. So it's fun internally to be
Right.
like, oh wow, like you spent a couple bucks and you get
But he's the perfect example. He's a guy from Alliance Financial Group, so he's an advisor,
yeah,
right?
yep,
He gets this lottery ticket. He's got this windfall of possibly, well, we'll just call it $300,000 of cash that's going to come to him, in overnight. And so I'm sure, being a normal human that he is, he's thinking, what do I do? How do I spend this money, or how do I save this money?
yeah,
He's not thinking of the new tax law where we're
no,
talking about taking gambling losses up to
right,
90%, blah, blah, blah,
right,
having to
yeah,
itemize to be able to take those losses, or
right,
things like that. So here you come in kind of like the sounding board. Don't forget,
right,
we have a couple other areas we need. It's
yeah,
all intertwined. We've talked about this so many times where, there's so many layers to everything that we do in this profession. And it's kind of cool when they all work together because you're really using your brain and doing the
right,
math and stuff. So it's fun. But yeah, it's kind of
yeah.
interesting that it came up like that.
Yeah, I was joking with him. I go, "Why wasn't I the first call?" He's like, "'Cause you would have told me how to spend it."
Exactly.
I go, "Yeah." I go, once I heard that would have been gone.
My first comment would, and I already thought this, it was like, your living habits shouldn't change. Your expenses should not go up as your income goes up. That's my like number one line that I love telling
Right.
people. And they're like, I don't want to work with you anymore.
Yeah, they're like, Chelsea.
Never gonna do that.
They're like,
but
Chelsea, I just made $100 million on my business. I'm
Yeah.
gonna change my life. A
I'm
little
good
bit.
now. I'm good. I'm gonna get a brand new car. No, that's really cool. And so did you guys go into what he wants to do? What's like kind of any of the plan?
Yeah. So we talked about some of the different places that it could go. I mean, there are some like big upcoming expenses, or not expenses, but investments. I mean, getting married,
Mm-hmm.
one, buying a house. So great. Now you have down payment money, you have options. You're now looking at,
What'd you tell him in regards to taking a mortgage?
so we didn't get that deep yet,
Okay.
but I think now it's a conversation around, can I put 20% down, or should I put 20% down instead of not being able to?
Mm-hmm.
So doors are opened up, loan options are opened up, um, putting money away. So investing in some of the things that we do.
Mhm.
I mean, they're relatively young, so having a portfolio or building something was something that was down the road. They were
Right.
paying off loans, they were kind of becoming adults, and now you can start to do some of these things.
So your suggestion is still kind of sprinkling the money and the funds throughout every area of your life. You're not just going to focus in one spot, correct?
Yeah, I think one, like you hit the lottery. So like you do have to kind of enjoy it.
Right.
So like, yeah, like do something, take a trip, do
Mhm.
something fun. Like that's just a crazy occurrence that
That
will
is cool.
probably never happen again.
Yeah.
So yeah, like enjoy some of it. Then there's the practical stuff. You guys were going to save up to pay for a wedding. So now you have it.
Right.
You guys were going to save up or try to figure out what this down payment of a home looks like. Now, where we live, things are very weird in terms of housing market.
Oh, yeah.
So having the difference between 5% and 20% in a down payment could drastically change your monthly cash flow to your home. Rents down
Absolutely.
here are very high.
Yep.
So they're already paying a substantial amount in rent, where if they had enough money for a bigger down payment, they could get a much bigger house for their current rent payment.
Absolutely.
And that was something that was out of the question before. So
Right.
now where they're looking is different than where they may have been looking a couple days ago.
That's a feel good. I love
So
that.
it's like,
Yeah,
those are
that's
cool
awesome.
things, but
Yeah.
that's just how the math shakes out. If
Sure.
rates come down a couple more points or whatever it may be, there's more things that become unlocked. Investing, again, it's okay. Now we have this extra money. We don't just want to leave it in cash. Where do we put it? What
Mhm.
are our options? What is the amount of time that we need? If we pay for a wedding, if we pay for the down payment of a house, do we really need immediate liquidity? Can
Mhm.
we put some of this away for,
A year.
yeah, a year, 2 years, whatever it may be? So we're going to look at that stuff kind of in the coming weeks to see, okay, what makes the most sense. So even with something as isolated as just this like windfall of money, like I said, clients that are planning for the sale of their business, or clients that are just saving and accumulating a lot of money, we do the same exact due diligence and we look
Yeah.
at, um, okay, where is this money coming from? What makes the most sense? Now we're probably not telling them to like go to the horse track and sweep up the losers and start to bank them and try to get them to their accountant and figure out how to
Yes, you did.
get,
No, I'm
get
just
some get some
kidding.
losses
Yes,
for the
you
business
did.
owner.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the in the case of gambling, I mean, there's a lot of very unique rules, and I think that that's something that's very interesting with all of this different stuff associated with tax. And again, I mean, we live in this world, and we're on Google before this, and
Yeah.
we're like, okay, what is this?
Well, and what the rule is today, it's not tomorrow. That's another
Right.
problem a lot of
Yeah.
people have. And we're in the end of 2025 now, Q4, right? So
Right.
anyone that's making a big windfall decision, we're probably at the point where we're telling clients, can you defer any of that to 26
Right.
just to break it up?
Yeah, and I have no
right?
clue. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how the lottery works. Like, I don't know if you just instantly get a check. Like, they may have walked out of there with a check. It could be, hey, we have to validate this. It's got to go through the screening process. Like, you're 120 days away from getting your money.
Not to sound like a total millennial, but if I had a $350,000 check, I wouldn't be able to deposit it online. And I'd have to like walk into a bank.
That's not true.
You can make a check online deposit to a bank?
With our company.
Well, yeah,
Up to
okay.
$1 million.
Another plus. I'm like, I can't even put that into my Wells Fargo bank. Got
Right.
it. Oh, but
Wow.
AFG allows for big checks.
That's right. Yeah.
Are we plugging?
Park Avenue
Just kidding.
Securities, up to $1
Just-
million a day.
Guys, just kidding. But not.
So yeah, so clients that get big receivables, that's one of the big perks is
Yeah.
we win a lot of clients because you can deposit a substantial amount of money into our accounts via mobile. And now a lot of people are
I'm
like,
interested.
yeah, right. But a lot
I'm
of
like,
people
wait,
are like,
tell me more about our product.
yeah, they're like, we get wires, we get stuff, but like a bunch of like our contractors still get physical checks. And they're
Yeah.
like, I got to take pictures or I got to drop
Right.
them off to the bank. I'm like, here, we're just get an account with us. And we've brought over really good banking relationships that have turned into investment clients and turned into long-term planning clients
Interesting.
purely because we have the capacity to deposit big checks.
Guys, this is my point. There's so many things we're doing. I don't even know what half of it is.
I know.
And I'm here every day.
I'm
not in this office, but I'm here mentally every day.
That's even a bigger lie.
No, it's not true. I'm serious though. There's so many things that
There are.
like anyone could be offered through our firm. And like we were kind of talking about earlier, if we can't offer it to you, we have the phone number for the person who can,
Right.
right? Like, I mean, the Rolodex is pretty big.
Yeah. So it brought up like some fun stuff. I mean, we talk about clients and this stuff. And I'm interested because we are totally different in so many aspects of
Oh,
our
you and
lives.
I?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're the same in a lot of ways, but very different.
Yeah.
So
From a spending standpoint, mostly.
spending purely, I think like our
Purely.
yeah, like I think our like financial
Outlook.
and our like prudence around having money and all of that stuff is very similar.
Prudence is in my exam. Good word.
Just the spending is different.
Mhm.
And so one of the things I wanted to hear from you was like, had you won
Mm-hmm.
the lottery, and let's just pick a number. Let's just say you won $10 million.
Okay. That's
What do you do with it?
if it's 10 million, I can work with that. I would first and foremost pay off all mortgages on residences that I own and my family owns, like my close family, my mom and my dad specifically. I would pay off all the mortgages. That'd be the first thing. And then past that, I would do what you're talking about where we kind of sprinkle the dust all over
Right.
the place, right? So I would probably change my home a bit. I would either get a new home or like do renovations in my primary residence, but I definitely would do something in my primary residence.
Mhm.
I would like to have a vacation home, something on the water. I would have never been able to afford anything on the water. So a check like that would do that for me. But these are all like wants. None of this is needs. The needs is definitely like paying off the mortgages. I would like to do that. And just so everyone's out of debt, free and clear. That would be where I start. And then obviously investing the money for long-term purposes. I'm a long-term investment horizon kind of gal. I don't like to touch things for years.
Yeah.
So anything longer term. And I really enjoy real estate. I really enjoy like maintaining properties and working with my tenants and I currently own a rental home, so I have a little bit of experience with that now. And then my family has been in the business of having rental properties and vacation properties for years. So that's just kind of in my nature. I enjoy working on property and things like that.
Yeah.
Is that answering your question? As
Sure.
far as like a vacation, I mean, I would definitely take a vacation.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't see me for a month, but
Yeah.
other than that,
Yeah.
and I'd probably have my own car at that point. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Buy a car finally. I would pull up in like a used something or other still. I would never buy a new car. I
Yeah.
can tell you that with certainty.
Yeah.
I can't break on that one. But
10 million, not a new car.
I don't need a new car.
Okay.
Yeah. This is horrible. This is how I grew up, needs and wants.
Yeah.
And I just like can't change it in my head for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But now if the number was $1 million, my response would be completely different
Totally
to you.
different.
And if the number was 300,000, my response would be even more so different.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Just like if the number was 100 million.
it's
probably way
scary to think like today's world, 300,000 in today's world is very different, than it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, obviously. But I don't know. I remember thinking of winning the lottery as a little girl. And if I had, as a little girl, thought of winning $300,000, I mean, I would have I don't even know what I would have done. And then today you're kind of like, oh, that's nice. We can get a couple things, situated.
Yeah, right,
like
yeah.
it's different.
Right.
It's scary different.
It is.
And what about you?
For 10 million, I don't know. Most of it would be gone
In how long?
fast.
Private plane?
I don't think 10 gets you a plane. It gets you something, but
You can get onto a plane.
yeah.
Are you going to Vegas or where are you going?
Yeah, I would take my friends to Vegas.
Okay.
That would be a trip. Yeah, it would get spent, probably pay off some debt. Like,
Is there anything you haven't done with your money? Like, is there any investment or anything that you haven't reached, like a goal you're working towards? I mean, you're obviously, for those who don't know, Mike's doing well in the business. He's one of the top guys at Guardian, or you have been in previous years. Is there anything that even you, someone with your background and your accolade, is like still working towards?
financially or like,
Yeah. Is there anything that you're like, I would like to achieve this kind of thing?
I think that there are like purpose goals.
Okay.
Financially, I don't think so.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's stuff I want to do that I haven't done, but it's not like a money's holding me back thing. It's a like, when is the right time to do it thing.
Never the right time.
Right.
Right.
So you just have to do it.
Yeah.
But no, I think like building the business and doing all of that. Like I joked the other day, if I were to hit for 100 million or $1 billion, like I'm probably coming back on Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe not Monday, probably like a couple Mondays from
Yeah.
now. But like I'll be back.
You're talking in premium? What are you talking when you
No,
say
just winning. Like if I won money or if I hit
that? Oh,
something.
winning. Okay.
Like
sorry.
if I just had the money,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get up every day. I'm still gonna come in. Like this is fun. I think we've talked about it a bunch of times. The
Yeah.
business isn't for me anymore.
Yeah.
It's for the people that we bring in, and the fun part is watching the new people develop and learn and grow.
Yeah.
So that's where the reward is for me. Now, life would be a lot easier. I would do things drastically different, but I do a lot of fun stuff now. So it's like there's not an insane amount of things that I would do differently. Like I would pay off the debt. Like we have tons of debt, but as crazy as it is, whenever you run like a pretty large business or multiple businesses, like you're paying down some of the debt, and then it's like you still have some debt. So it's like,
But so what about the people that come? Yeah, I don't know. I've not had a client win the lottery, but if
Yeah.
anyone were to come to me and say, "Hey, I just won $300,000 or
Yeah.
10 million, whatever
Sure.
you want the example to be," and I would like to put it all into Tesla or something. They come in
Sure.
and make like an outrageous, outlandish request, right? And you're like, "Sir, you make $60,000 a year. You've got 10,000 in your savings. You're
Right.
45 years old. Like, when do you say to this person, like, there is such thing as making a bad decision with this windfall of new
Yeah.
cash? Another thing that can come into play is when you have someone that has this windfall of cash and they know someone in their family might be coming and
yeah.
knocking on their door, right? And so our
Yeah.
job is
Right.
to protect people not only from themselves, right, making bad decisions. Not that I don't want to call them bad decisions, but making maybe not the best decision for themselves.
Sure.
And then, we do get involved a lot emotionally with our clients and like how they're dealing with their family.
Yeah.
You have a lot of doctor clients. I'm assuming, doctors notoriously take care of their family like financially, right? So I'm assuming if someone's winning a lottery ticket, there's going to be some financial or family pressures, correct?
Yeah. So in the real world, we deal with this a ton with athletes
Yeah.
and a ton with people that sell their businesses. Is everybody shows up and wants something. Now, I think there is a difference to I'll call it like the entourage effect of like a bunch of like
I like that.
my friends and successful
Yeah.
business people have their close knit group of friends.
Yeah, and they take care of them,
And
and yeah.
they're in, and there's mutual like things that are taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And when it comes to lottery tickets, so lottery winners and athletes, statistics are crazy with the amount of people that go bankrupt. So the money's gone very, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
There were people that were bad with money before,
Right.
and they got a gigantic amount of money, and then life happens and they can't keep up with the cash flow of maintaining the lifestyle, and it goes away.
Right. They're not going to change overnight just because
Yeah.
their bank account did.
There are tons of documentaries on it, and it's really bad. So we like to educate our athletes and people that have big windfalls. Business owners are different. They get the large sum of money, but they essentially worked for free or at a gigantic discount for most of their life.
Right.
So they understand the hard work that went into getting it,
Sweat equity.
and they get it, and they typically live well below their means, and they want to give it away, or they want to give it to their family, and they want to do things like that. So in some cases, like, that's great.
Mhm.
Like you have more money than you're ever going to spend. Give it away, give it to charity, do whatever. In some cases, we have to really protect our clients from giving it away because they have no clue.
Mhm.
Like, they're trying to keep up with their teammates that have gigantic contracts, and they can't. They think that the money's going to be there forever. The average lifespan of an athlete's under 5 years. So
And what's the message? Are they receiving this pretty well from you guys, or are you?
if we can get in front of them, they do. The leagues like to they're doing a better job of doing it because so
Yeah.
many players have come in and had financial hardships. But
And sports is not my thing, but don't college athlete kids, they can get money now too, right?
now they can. Yeah, that's new.
I mean, a kid with that much money, I don't expect any of them to know how to be the best financial planners for themselves.
No.
I mean, yeah.
And that's where, again, you need a team.
Mm-hmm.
Your family may or may not come from a high level of financial knowledge,
Mhm.
and you're getting something because you're talented in a sport. And yeah, people don't know how to handle it. And again, I mean, sometimes your family members are predatory. Sometimes they're really looking out for your best interest. But it's really hard to say when people haven't been exposed to money before what ultimately happens.
Yeah.
So we constantly advise people to, again, take like just a very conservative approach. Like, this money's here. How long can it realistically be sustained? And you've got to think about your life after whatever it is, whether it's the lottery ticket, the sale of the business, the end of your sports career, and really like make this money last for a long time.
Have you noticed a change in people wanting to leave money behind? I feel like when I started in the business, it was very, very prevalent that people were saying, I want to make sure I leave $1 million to each child,
Yeah.
or I would like to have $2 million left to my estate, something like that.
Yeah.
And again, this was like probably 2013, 2014 when I started working, and I was hearing that message. In the last like 5 or 6 years, the message was, I want to spend down all my money. My kids have plenty of money. My kids are doing very well.
Yeah.
I want to spend my money. And so the beneficiary conversation got pretty, it really never came up. And, I would ask, but everyone
Right.
would just say, no, I want to spend my own money. In the last year, I've had more people talking to me about the fact that they do want to leave something behind. Have you noticed that change? And do you have any understanding as to why that might be?
So I think that there are a lot of people that had kind of a pivoting aspect of not wanting to do it, or I don't want to call it being selfish. A lot of our clients are legacy first. Most 9 out of 10 people that I deal with we want to leave a substantial amount of money behind. And it's because they've done extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
They have more money than they could ever spend. And there is going to be just a massive legacy for kids, grandkids, and probably generations to come. So they are very, very fortunate. But I think in a lot of just regular people, the dichotomy shifts a lot of, do I have enough for me? Do I not? Now the economy has run like crazy over the last 5 years. So maybe people are starting to
Have a little more money in the bank.
have a little bit more
Yeah.
money, having a little bit more security.
But it seems
more
like a
time has
very
passed.
consistent flow. I mean, it's kind of been like I've noticed it now. I don't
Mhm.
notice it now. Okay, it's back again. It's kind of interesting how it's happened or played out. And I'm dealing with roughly the same age group of people, because you always talk about like
Yeah.
our parents that were raised by depression parents, right? Like
Yeah.
they're very frugal, don't spend any money. Then you have the baby boomer generation that's very like, we want to take care of our kids. We want to give them everything we didn't have. And then now
Yeah.
you have a generation where they don't work for anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how it kind of like flowed through. And I guess I'm just getting older, so I'm witnessing it firsthand.
Yeah.
But
I think it's tough to say. I think that there's different people, there's different walks of life. I think a lot of people, just the way that a dollar has changed, like we get asked a lot, kind of like this, what is your number or what is my number situation of when I get to retirement, how much do I need to be comfortable?
Mhm.
And that answer today is drastically different than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The buying power of a dollar today is a fraction of what it was.
Oh, I'm sitting here telling you $300,000 doesn't sound like it used to. I mean,
Right.
that's crazy.
It's
It
crazy.
sounds terrible. Yeah.
So those are things that are real whenever we look at somebody saying in a vacuum, how much money do I need 30 years from now? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is a dollar worth 10 cents of what it is today? Is it worth 20 cents of what it is today? Like you need a lot. You
Mhm.
need a substantial amount of dollars. And I have no clue if you're going to run through all of them or if you're going to leave behind millions of them.
And not to mention the fact that we do factor in inflation when we're running our projections for people,
Right.
but we never factor in an 8% inflation number.
No.
Not typically.
All our numbers are wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody's future projections are wrong.
Right.
We have no clue what rate of return is going to be. We have no clue what inflation is going to be. We have no clue what other outside factors are going to be.
Right. And why
All-
guess? Why guess?
Right.
Right.
Our strategy is pretty simple, or my philosophy with people saving is simple. You need to run, and by running, it's saving, as hard and as fast as you can for as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can save a ton of money, save it. Because if you get a great rate of return, great. You got a great rate of return on more of your money.
Yeah.
If there's a time where you can't and you need to stop and catch your breath, okay, pull back a little bit.
Yeah. So be it.
So when times are good, put as much as you can away. When times are bad, we adjust the strategy. And there's a barometer, like we pick a number that you're doing on a regular basis. But it's really comes down to like we don't know what the number is. So I think unanimously clients would say, I'd rather have more money than less money when it comes time to finally be done.
Sure.
And the only way that we can do that is a lottery ticket, selling a business,
Mm-hmm.
a gigantic exit of some kind. But
Right.
for most people, it's just they have to save and accumulate.
The wealthiest people I know, have their hands in multiple areas. They're not just a single business owner. They're not just a W-2 employee. I mean, they've got their hands in multiple buckets. And, that takes a lot of discipline. And that
Yeah.
takes a lot of maybe saving or maybe putting in extra time after hours or maybe foregoing a vacation so you have the time or the resources to put that into something else. Like, again, this is just my world, but the wealthiest people I know are not just a one-track mind individual.
And I think you've seen it in a lot of other professions. So the teachers, the firefighters, the cops, the people that were traditional W-2 earners went a lot to these like gig jobs or additional jobs in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
The driving, the Ubers, the Uber Eats, the freelancing.
Supplementing the income a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
making some extra income for the purpose of saving, where before there were benefits, and again, not just in like municipalities or states, but just in the W-2 world period where you have a fixed salary of needing to make extra money to be able to save.
Mhm.
And people have become very conscious of saving over the last few years versus spending, which I think may be part of what you've seen in that shift of we're going to save more money. We've accumulated more money. We want to start to give back to our kids.
Makes sense.
Some of it may be a sympathy thing where they're
Right.
like, hey, our kids are screwed and we need to.
I think people realize how expensive everything is.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about, they know they need to save more because they just know it's more expensive.
Right.
And then when you have that feeling and you're doing well and taking care of yourself, the next thing you do out of human nature is, who can I help?
Right.
I think that's normal.
Yeah. And I think that's a big thing is there are a lot of people that want to help other people. I mean, we're a very charitable country.
Yeah.
Our clients are very charitable to their employees, to their
Mhm.
friends, to their families.
That's a good point. We do preach that with
Right.
employers all the time I don't want to call it charity, but giving back to the employee, making this a place that people want to come to work because you're incentivizing them in all these areas. I think that's something we preach all the time.
Yeah, especially in a competitive job market.
And it makes your business saleable, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, we joke all the time. Like our company becomes the most profitable and the highest valuation if the three of us do nothing. Like if we're the ones that are driving the ship, they're scared. They're like, we need you guys. If the company runs and all of us are gone, so like next week, like literally when we're on a ship, the company will continue to grow. People will still work. We'll have a big part of our team, but
not me. I won't be here because you're not here. No.
Yeah. But we'll continue to move forward. And that's really good whenever somebody's looking at a business to say, okay, great. Like these people aren't the ones.
Systems are in place.
Yeah, the systems are in place. There are people that are back up to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And that's really good. And it takes a long time to build that. And it also takes really good people that trust and buy into your company concept that want to do that for you.
No, you're right. You're right. That's a big pat on the back to you guys for sure. Because I've seen a lot of businesses fail because they get someone in there to run it. And they're like, your job is to get in here, get it working and running, functioning properly, and get out.
Yeah.
Get out. And 2 or 3 years goes by, owner comes in, sees the guy that he put in place there is just underwater, struggling. Guess how well the business is doing.
Right.
That's a big pat on the back to you guys. That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a long time to build. We're now in like generation 4 of ownership. I mean, in terms of age.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, we like Mike, Jerry, and I didn't start this.
Correct.
They bought it from somebody else. Jerry and Mike have an age gap, and then there's an age gap between me and them. So, I mean, the company's been around really for our lifetime. So it's crazy to now come in and be a partner with them and do something that was like in their mind or in the originator's mind. Like,
yeah, that is cool.
Prior to me being alive. And then there'll be somebody that's probably not even born yet that at some point will have a share in it too. Like it's cool.
Do you all get together, you and the original owners?
Not often.
Okay.
So Doug is still part of the firm. So I had lunch with him on Monday.
Oh.
So I do spend time with him, but Bill, who was his partner, like took the full retired route, which is cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So again, even people in business, one kind of stays active and one wanted to be fully retired, which I think is a really cool way to, like, you get to pick how all of this is done at the end.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go into what we do and how people make decisions. And I think that obviously we have the one extreme of you scratch off the lottery ticket and you're just completely lucky. Luck versus control, or luck versus kind of putting yourself in a position to be lucky, I think is really important. So if you go and you scratch off one ticket and you win $300,000, like that's just pure luck. In this case, like this is like a thing that they do. So every week they go and they have dinner and this is like a game. It's like a thing that they've done for a long period of time. So however many times that it's been done, but it's like you need to put yourself in the position to have this happen. And without that tradition, it may not have happened. And without the losing of hundreds or thousands of dollars, like it may not have happened.
Right.
So just like with a business, or just like the habits that go into saving and doing stuff with us, like you really have to kind of put yourself in a position to win.
Nice full circle there. I like that.
So,
wow.
I know.
That was good.
Yeah, you're like, where is he going with this? And then I saw your reaction.
I like it. I'm listening. So, continue.
So it's important to just kind of have these things in place or do the things that you want to do, because you never know. When is that raise? When is that promotion?
Yeah.
When do you get hired by somebody else? Or when is there an opportunity for a job change or a relocation? So all of the stuff has to be there and ready so that whenever this stuff hits, you're in a position to make the right decisions. And I think that this is just again, something that happens every day in our world, just not from the standpoint of it being
inside our world. Yeah.
Right. And even from the standpoint, again, like we have people that made $300,000 this week in a successful business.
Sure.
Just going to work and not thinking anything of it.
Sure.
And then we have like this very fun event for this person that we know. So just cool sides of the coin where like there are definitely people that I'm going to interact with this week that made way more than that in the last couple of days. And I'm like not excited for them at all.
Right,
Because that's their
exactly.
life. And I'm like
No,
super
you're
excited
right.
for these people.
It's fun. It is fun.
It's
fun.
crazy.
Yeah, good.
So as we kind of wrap up, I just want to get your thoughts on kind of how people can prepare or what you would tell people kind of as they go in or what they should do to set the table for being prepared to become lucky.
I think you kind of already hit the nail on the head. You have to have some relationship established, and you have to pick up the phone and call, and you have to get in our door, and you have to meet with us. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't follow you on Facebook. We don't know what you're doing.
Right.
You have to call us and give us a heads up before you make any move, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just like the gentleman who won the ticket in the office, he did the right thing. His second call was to his advisor, if you will.
Right.
We'll just call it that, right?
Sure.
Because like I said, if you have a lucky incident, your brain gets shut off in some way or another because you're just thinking about the one thing. When you call your advisor or your tax planner, they're coming in from all these other angles where you're just not sitting in that spot right now because you're so excited. You're pumped. And we want to celebrate your win, but we also want to be there to help and guide a little bit.
Right.
So I think as far as like making sure you're making the right decisions for yourself or your family, just having a relationship with an advisor, getting in front of them, get them on the phone, and tell them what's going on in your life. And I promise you, especially if you're working with anyone that I've come in contact with here at Alliance Financial Group, we will not let you walk away until you've given us the full picture.
Right.
We want to know every single piece of the pie.
Right.
Yeah. Then we will make a decision with you. And also, too, we like hanging out with our clients. You can come in anytime. With the way the world works, you can call us anytime. You can get us on Zoom anytime. I mean, this is having a relationship with us is not supposed to be intimidating. And I think we're doing the best we can. And this podcast is another platform where we're trying to make ourselves warm, inviting, and normal people, right? Yeah. And that's all it is. It's a conversation. It starts with a conversation, and we don't even know where it's going to go or where it's going to land because there's so many layers in this business, and there's enough people we've talked to where even if we're not experts in the area that we're talking on, we know someone else, and we know enough in the subject to be dangerous typically.
Right. And wealth looks different to so many people.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So people can be very financially secure and live a very modest lifestyle. Some people like to be very flashy and like to spend money.
Yeah.
So we work with everybody. There's no right or wrong answer to what being successful or wealthy looks like in your world.
Mm-hmm.
So we really like to work with you to customize the plan. And I think that's just really important that it's not about what these other people think. It's about what you want and how you want to have it. And that's what we'll build for you.
Amen. I've said that to someone recently. As long as you can sit down with yourself at the end of the day, no matter what social circle you're inside, are you happy with what you've done with your money?
Right.
Are you investing in something that you're confident in and you're comfortable with? Because as much as I want to sit and deliver a plan to somebody, it's not my emotions that I'm working with. It's with my client's emotions.
Perfect. He wraps it up now.
Oh.
This material is intended for general public use. By providing this content, Park Avenue Securities LLC and our financial representative are not undertaking to provide investment advice or make a recommendation for a specific individual or situation, or to otherwise act in a fiduciary capacity. Guardian, its subsidiaries, agents, and employees do not provide tax, legal, or accounting advice. Consult your tax, legal, or accounting professional regarding your individual situation. Mike and Chelsea are registered representatives, and Mike is a financial advisor at Park Avenue Securities LLC, EAS, OSJ, 14021, Metropolis Ave, Fort Myers, Florida, 33912, 239-561-2900. Securities, products, and advisory services offered through PAS member, FINRA, SIPC. Financial representatives of the Guardian Life Insurance Company of America, Guardian, New York, NY. PAS is a wholly owned subsidiary of Guardian. Alliance Financial Group is not an affiliate or subsidiary of PAS or Guardian. Mike CA Insurance License 0M21715. AR Insurance License 5838330. 8460-941.1 expires 9/27.